Hey everyone, welcome back to Turkish Spotlight Secrets. Make yourself comfortable because today's story has just the right mix of nostalgia, curiosity, and a dash of mystery. We're talking about the beloved screen partners Barış Arduç and Elçin Sangu. Duo whose on-camera chemistry once ruled the ratings and whose off-camera friendship still fires the imagination of millions. There's a fresh sighting, a private catch-up, and plenty of questions about what really went down. As always, if you find this deep dive worth your time, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss what's next. And if you'd like to support independent coverage, you can become a channel member for early access to bonus clips and behind-the-scenes breakdowns. Ready? Let's get started. A quick walk down memory lane. How the legend began. Almost a decade has passed since Kiralık AGK exploded onto Turkish television. Yet fans still speak of those Friday nights as if they happened yesterday. On paper, the plot sounded familiar. A spirited young woman takes an unusual job to clear her family's debts, only to fall for the aloof heir she's meant to deceive. What nobody predicted was the lightning the show would capture in a bottle the moment Elçin stepped on set as Defton and Barış appeared as Mimer. Producers later admitted they sensed the spark during chemistry tests. A half smile here, a raised eyebrow there, and suddenly the entire room went silent. Script changes were made, cameras were rescheduled, and a standard rom-com turned into primetime phenomenon. Social media timelines flooded with GIFs of Deft tripping into Humera's arms. Fan pages sprouted in languages the actors hadn't yet learned to pronounce, and search engines recorded a spike in queries for copper red hair dye. The week Elçin debuted her signature shade. When the series wrapped after 69 episodes of slow burn tension and last-minute confessions, the cast expected to move on, yet public appetite only grew. In 2017, the pair reunited for the big-screen romance Mutluluk, Zamani, proving lightning can indeed strike twice. Premiere tickets vanished in hours, and critics praised the film's gentle humor and believable affection. Even cameo interviews, those 3-minute red carpet chats full of polite compliments, routinely trended worldwide, reminding everyone that some on-screen duos never lose their shine. Life after the spotlight. Separate paths, shared respect. Away from the frenzy, both actors built impressive resumes. Barış pivoted into period drama. First, wielding a sword in Alparslan, Great Seljuk, and later swinging from ship masts in the historical adventure The Freeborn. Directors praised his discipline. He learned horseback archery from scratch, insisted on doing many of his own stunts, and still found time to lend his voice to a wildlife documentary benefiting marine conservation. Elçin, meanwhile, embraced genre variety. She startled audiences as a sharp-tongued lawyer in the dark comedy Karpışma, then switched gears to play a grief-stricken pianist in the festival's favorite Sessiz Nota, where critics highlighted her ability to convey an entire history in a single quiver of the lip. Offset, she cultivated a reputation for kindness, known to buy coffee for extras waiting in the cold, known to slip handwritten thank you notes to the wardrobe team at Rap. Throughout it all, interviews kept circling back to the friendship. Barış once described Elçin as a scene partner you trust enough to jump off a cliff with, while Elçin told a late-night host that Barış was proof gentleness and ambition can live in the same sentence. They didn't appear in each other's vacation selfies or host live streams together every week. But whenever reunion rumors surfaced, neither seemed opposed, only waiting for the right script, the right moment. The new encounter. What we know so far. Fast forward to last Tuesday, just after dusk. A cafe on Istanbul's Asian side, tucked far enough from tourist routes to guarantee a little privacy, nevertheless boasts a panoramic glass facade. That evening, a handful of patrons noticed two familiar silhouettes slip into a corner booth. Elçin in a camel trench, Barış in a baseball cap pulled low. No official cameras, no entourage, just a friends who once commandeered the primetime hour, now bent over matching mugs of tea. Witness accounts agree on a few details. Unhurried ease. They stayed nearly 2 hours, leaning in often, laughing at something that made Barris tap the table in emphasis. A phone call first. Staff overheard Elkin saying, "I'll be there in 10. Save me a seat before she arrived. No handlers." Both greeted the barista by first name and settled the bill themselves, no manager in sight. Within minutes, a single snapshot leaked onto a local gossip forum. Hazy, grainy, clearly taken through the cafe window. Yet the image told a potent story, eyes locked, shoulders angled inward. The kind of posture friends adopt when conversation moves from polite updates to real talk. Speculation station. Why now and what was said? Naturally, theories bloomed. One thread shouted, "Romance revival." Another proposed a secret project in pre-production. A third insisted Elkin was checking in on Baris's toddler daughter. Born last summer to him and screenwriter-actress Gups Zay. Let's sift possibility from probability. A new collaboration. Industry whispers hint at a digital platform series pairing an architect and a perfumer solving historical riddles across Ottoman landmarks. Scheduling rumors place the leads in spring, and both actors have open windows before summer productions begin. A private meetup could be the first informal script chat before contracts solidify, celebrating a milestone. The original Kyrillic AGK pilot was filmed around this time of year. Maybe nostalgia nudged them to commemorate the anniversary in the simplest way possible. Laughter, no press release, checking on family news. Sources close to Elkin say she sent a baby gift to Gups months ago, but hadn't yet met the little one because of overlapping location shoots. Curiosity about how fatherhood has reshaped Baris's routine could easily have sparked the invitation. Supporting each other through career crossroads. Barış is rumored to be weighing an international co-production that would keep him abroad for half a year. Elkin is considering a stage play that demands 3 months of nightly performances. A heart-to-heart about work-life balance isn't far-fetched. Body language breakdown. Reading the cues. Though we have only a single blurred photo, longtime fans know to spot subtleties. Elkin's hands rested, palms up on the table, a trademark gesture signaling openness. She used similar body language during press junkets when encouraging co-stars to share anecdotes first. Baris's posture leaned forward, shoulders relaxed, indicating comfort rather than guardedness. Compare that to his red carpet, stands back straight, chin slightly raised, and the difference is night and day. Synchrony. Both reached for their drinks simultaneously at least 3 times. A sign of rapport psychologists call interactional synchrony, often seen in close friendships and long-term couples alike. These cues alone don't confirm business or personal motives. But they do suggest genuine ease to people who've survived high-stakes sets together and still choose each other's company when no one is watching. Fans react. Nostalgia meets detective work. By sunrise the next morning, hashtags pairing their names resurfaced on Turkish Twitter. Some users posted side-by-side images. The grainy cafe shot versus a famous scene where Defin and Mimar share tea in episode 35. Others drafted open letters begging producers to greenlight a reunion film. Meanwhile, amateur sleuths geotagged the Café. Cross-referenced Elkin's stylist's Instagram story, showing that very trench coat on a rack hours earlier, and concluded the meeting was spontaneous rather than staged. One fan compiled a timeline of every public interaction since 2020 awards ceremonies. Charity auctions, even a mutual like on a post promoting marine life preservation. The takeaway. Their bond has always simmered quietly beneath industry headlines, reappearing when genuine affection demands, then slipping back into respectful privacy. Why this friendship endures, and why it matters. The simplest explanation may also be the truest. Some creative partnerships outgrow their projects and become lifelong anchor points. Ask directors who've worked with the pair and they'll recall long after shooting wrapped. Barış and Elkin would still send voice notes about alternate line readings they'd thought up in the shower. Ask crew members and you'll hear about practical jokes they pulled to lighten graveyard shift shoots. Or how they once pooled per diem cash to surprise a camera assistant with a birthday cake at 2 a.m. In an industry that churns through fleeting alliances, their steadfast respect offers a refreshing blueprint. You don't have to post daily selfies to preserve closeness. You nurture it quietly, meeting for tea when schedules finally align, checking on each other's families, cheering successes from the wings. What's next? Signposts to watch. Keep an eye on these upcoming checkpoints. The spring project slate. If casting announcements pair their names before April, we'll know the Café chat doubled as pre-production huddle. Film festival guest lists. Both are rumored presenters at Ankara Film Week next month. A joint red carpet stroll would stoke anticipation. Podcast interviews. Barry's is slated for an audio sit-down about fatherhood and career shifts. Elçin might appear on the same series later. Listen for overlapping anecdotes. Whatever unfolds, the real takeaway is that enduring friendships can weather fame's glare and still find moments of real connection moments. Quiet enough to sip tea undisturbed, yet powerful enough to send the internet spinning. Your turn. Join the conversation. What do you think pulled Barış and Elçin back to that corner booth? Are we on the brink of a third collaboration? Or was it simply two old friends catching up away from flashing bulbs? Have you ever had a friendship that survived big life changes the way theirs seems to? Share your thoughts below. I read every comment, and the most insightful ones often feature in future viewer mail segments. If this breakdown gave you fresh insight or simply brought back fond memories of Cyrillic Acts glory days, please give the video a thumbs up. It really does help independent voices reach new viewers. Subscribe for weekly deep dives into the stories behind the headlines and consider joining the channel for early releases. Live Q&A sessions and a few surprises still under wraps. Thanks for watching, for caring, and for keeping fan culture kind. Till next time, take care of yourselves, celebrate the friendships that anchor you, and I'll see you in the next video.